Hello and welcome to PSM Speak. India's economy is going fast, faster than any other country in the world. We need to be happy and proud of it. Recently, the International Monetary Fund said India is going to surpass in its GDP Japan. This is what exactly Mr. BVR Subramaniam, Chief Executive Officer of Niti Aayog said.
This is already visible in the growth of India. We are the fourth largest economy as I speak. We are a $4 trillion economy as I speak. And this is not my data, this is IMF data. India today is larger than Japan.
Yes, it's not our data. It's not his data. It is the data of an international organization, International Monetary Fund. That said, India is surpassing Japan's economy. So was Mr. Piyush Goyal, the Minister of Commerce and Industry, was so happy when he said that India was growing fastest economy. This is what he said.
It is also a moment of pride for us that we are well on track as the IMF has projected that by 2027, India will be the world's third largest GDP. It is also very appropriate that despite all the turbulence, all the volatility, uncertainty, and complexities that the world is going through, we continue to be the fastest growing economy in the world.
But is there a need for complacency that growth is so fast and we have exceeded the Japan's GDP? People should be happy. Those who are not happy, those who are jealous of it, they should be ashamed of that. Exactly what the finance minister, Ms. Nirmala Sitharaman said.
अगर हमारी इकोनॉमी अच्छा चलता है और अच्छे फास्टेस्ट ग्रोइंग इकोनॉमी है, फिर भी उसके ऊपर जलन से बात करने वाले लोग इधर है, वो दुख की बात है। क्योंकि जब देश अच्छा आगे बढ़ रहा है, सब उसमें गर्व लेना चाहिए, ना कि मजाक उड़ाना। ये मजाक उड़ाने की बात है सर। फास्टेस्ट ग्रोइंग इकोनॉमी और पूरे डॉलर विदेश में स्ट्रांग हो रही है। सिर्फ इकोनॉमी भारत का उसके खिलाफ खड़े हो रहे हैं, उसको आनंद लेना चाहिए, ना कि ऐसे मजाक की बात। शर्म होना चाहिए सर।
Should we be complacent about that? Is there no cause of worry? Are we really growing so fast? Our GDP, I mean to say. Yes, it is. But is it enough? We have to look at the situation from close to be complacent or not, to see whether we are stronger than Japan's economy just because exceeding its GDP. In this video, part 1 of India's growth story, I would like to focus on Japan and India's economies, the comparison between the two. Exactly, the estimate of International Monetary Fund was that India's GDP will be $4,187.017 billion. How much bigger? India's compared to the Japan's when it happens. $586 million. So the difference is not very big. Yet India's economy is going to be bigger than Japan's economy, so it's going to take fourth place, fourth largest economy after the United States, China, Germany. And Japan is going to be the fifth largest. The difference Converting that into Indian rupees, it would be 5,011 crore rupees. Not very big sum. You take several state governments and their welfare schemes. For instance, recently in Telangana, Rajiv Yuva Vikasam scheme, the government allocated a little more than this sum. So the amount is not very big compared to Japan. But this by itself doesn't tell anything whether India has exceeded much or not. We have to look at the populations of two countries. India's population, as you know, 146 crore, and compare this with Japan's 12 crores. India's population is 12 times bigger than that of Japan. If you look at the per capita, what is per capita gross domestic product of India? $2,878 and Japan's $33,955, which means 12 times bigger than that of India. Whereas Japan's population and India's population, comparing both, India's population is 12 times bigger than that of Japan. Whereas its per capita income difference, Japan is bigger by 12 times. So Japan's per capita income is $31,077 more than that of India. If Japan had India's level of population, its per capita, its gross domestic product would be not $4 trillion, it would be $50 trillion, which means India should have $50 trillion to be equivalent to Japan's level in terms of economic strength, measured through per capita gross domestic product. We have to look at other indices to judge a country whether it is strong, not only economically, but in other aspects. One measure is Human Development Index, which is designed by the United Nations Development Program based on three criteria, three parameters. What are they? In simple terms, longevity, healthy life, which means health, education, and standard of living. In these terms, India's ranking is 430 in 193 nations in 2023 against Japan's 23. These two indices are enough to say that India's economic strength, unfortunately, is nowhere comparable to that of Japan, although the gross domestic product is a little higher than that of Japan. Now, why we are looking at this? India has to grow faster, develop all round its employment. Poverty should be eradicated, education, health, and all that. But to have a strategy, India, we should understand where we stand now. We shouldn't hesitate to know what is our current state. Undoubtedly, we should feel happy. We are fourth largest economy after the three developed nations. But that itself is not a cause for complacency. Thank you so much for so patiently watching this video. Please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it already. Please watch the other three videos on India's growth story, which I am going to present to you shortly in the context of India's growth and its exceeding Japan's level. Thank you so much.